You take this plate when you're ready.
Bird of Prey 5. El Karuga. Kapla.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird o' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Bird o' Prey 5, Kapla, and welcome to Bed Life for March 1st, Friday, March 1st, 2024. It is the first day of March. Wow. Another year is flying by. 2024. All that with an extra day yesterday, an extra day, leap day. So the longest year in 3 years, well, in 4 years, since last leap year. And now we're here on March 1st. And yeah, it's one of those. It's proving to be one of those years. Jedi Bill was first in the chat today. Kapla, Brother Warrior, Bird o' Prey 5. All should hail Karoga. I'm first? Yes, Bill, you were first. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies says Kapla, Mr. Londell. Captain Fandom Nerd says hello, Captain. Richie Poole with the 4th alpaca for being 4th in the chat. Kapla, Richie Poole. 47 Yorktown says hello, young sir. Hello, 47. And Sci-Fi Sith Dan, Kapla, rounding out the top 6. Yvette says good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening to the lovely Yvette. Kronos says greetings, programs, and Kapla. Kapla, Kronos. Good to see you, Kronos. Good to see you here in the chat. I've seen you around YouTube, but it's good to see you here. Jedi Bill says, would like to see how that bionicle blonde lady looks today. Birdo Prey 5 would like to see how that blonde lady looks today. I guess I have to remember which blonde lady we were talking about, Bill. Please remind me. Chrono says hey to Nicole. Gorilla's random thoughts says Kapla, gotta lurk Kapla, Gorilla. Sci-fi says Dan says hello there to Gorilla. And Hakeem says hey bird and chat Kapla Hakeem. Chrono says Moopsy loves Birdo Prey 5. Thank you, Chronos. Mike Richards is greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Chronos, I'm sure you're not talking about Yvette as that blonde woman, although Yvette is a blonde woman. Also, guys, I got notice today there is a special guest watching the show today. I don't believe the special guest has access to a keyboard. I'm not 100% sure because I believe they're watching on their television. But I would like to say hello to the special guest. And I know somebody here who would also like to say hello to the special guest, but they're not available to say so at the moment. But I can. And that special guest is, drum roll, please. I don't have anybody to do a drum roll, you say. I don't have anybody that I'm speaking to right now, you say. Okay, that's fine. Well, then the special guest is LDG's mom. Hello to LDG's mom, Kapla. We all want to know how you did it, how you put up with raising a son such as LDG. Some of us are a bit curious as to how you managed to do so and continue to put up with him. But congratulations. I'm sure he's made you proud somehow. Right? I'm pretty sure he has. But and I hear from LDG that you will be spending probably some quality time with my mother, Mamo Prey, in the not too distant future, as LDG's plans for world domination come together, and he's able to send you and Mamo Prey off on I believe he said a cruise around the world. At some point. Oh, hey, Mamo Prey.
Hello.
You're here.
I'm here.
So yes, I said that you might want to say something mom to mom to LDG's mom, if you do.
Well, this is kind of sudden. First, hello, everyone, and a special hello to LDG's mom. As for that cruise, around the world, is he trying to get rid of both of us?
It might be.
I am curious as to his motivation. But other than that, it's great to have another mom on the stream. And LDG is certainly a force to be reckoned with. You never know what he's going to do or say. So I certainly have been entertained by him these past couple of years. And he continues on. He did actually meet my daughter and grandson last year. They were in Orlando, and after a long day of whatever they did, they decided to go to the largest McDonald's.
World's largest McDonald's.
Right. Definitely not prepared to meet anyone. And there my daughter comes walking up with a pizza to the table where her son was with the nanny and the nanny's son. And she sees a guy with a microphone and a camera. And she says, gee, I wonder who he's here for. She thought he was there filming, I don't know what, something for McDonald's or a celebrity. And then he walks up to her and says, are you Sisso Prey? And she says, well, yes, I am.
Look at that.
Yeah,
And we got it on camera. That was wonderful.
it definitely was. She was shocked, surprised, and glad to meet him. He's done many other things, but that's the one that pops into my mind. So have fun listening.
Thank
And
you.
nice to meet you.
Thank you, Mama Fred. Maybe you'll have a tale of pray later for Kronos.
Oh, Kronos,
Kronos
yes.
is here.
Oh, hello, Kronos and
Mhm.
everyone else.
Yes. And Deej is in the chat too.
Oh, Deej, yes.
I see Deej is.
Oh, Deej. Sisso Prey and Nephew Prey are also here, but they're still napping. I'm sure that if they get up,
I'm
you'll hear
sure.
from them.
Yeah. Jedi Bill says, we love you, Mama Pray.
Oh, I love you, Jim. Bill.
Oh,
Oh, God.
who's this Jim? Uh-oh.
I don't know who Jim is. Do you have a Jim? I love all you guys. Jim.
I mean, the only Jim I knew of was a guy at work. He was a nice guy, but I don't think you
I don't know it.
like him like that.
What is Cinnabon's name?
Think it's Jim.
See, I must have been thinking of Cinnabon.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Yeah, I come up with these.
Interesting.
Well, I love his rabbits.
Of course.
Yes.
Oops. That'll get you out of it.
Bert is a little speechless because he's trying not to say anything.
Deej says, my real name is James, so Jim fits.
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So you're
That'll
saying,
work.
now you're saying it's a fight between Sisso Prey and Mamo Prey?
No. Sisso
Deej,
Prey
if you're saying it's Mamo Prey, then you owe a lot more back child support than you do for Sisso Prey.
Oh, God.
Dad.
No. I love Deej as I would a son-in-law or a not the father.
Wow.
You know, that type of love.
Okay. Well, maybe you should let Deej dig his way out of this on his own.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going over there now. Have fun.
Thank you. Who do we have? What do we say? Mike Richards is here. You love Mike Richards too?
Yeah. I love them.
You love them all. Okay. Sci-Fi Sith Tan, Yvette, Kronos is spank the like button. And yes, Jedi Bill is here, Kronos. And Captain Phantom Nerd, that's another.
Yes.
Mama Pray loves you. Hakeem is in the house. LDG Free the Net is there, says, hey, everyone.
Well, I'll hold off on him. No, I'm joking. I love them all.
Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU. With his turquoise man. Welcome, Kapla, Matt G. Daniel's Hot Topic says, hello, Daniel's Hot Topics. Rono says, Vertebrae 5, they say I was dead. Nobody said you were dead, unless they told you were dead. You were just missing. Chrono says hey to Pickles and to Daniel. And LDG Free the Net with a $5 super chat says, thank you, buddy. And Mamo Pray, you really made Mother smile and laugh. Well, happy to bring a smile.
That's what you guys do to me every time Bird streams. And even when he's not streaming and I listen in on what's going on.
Mama.
You do. You make me smile and laugh. And you don't know really how grateful I am. Now I'm walking away.
Okay.
Okay.
Chrono says hey to Taylor Swift. Jedi Bill says hello to Chronos. Daniel's Hot Topics also says hello to Chronos. Chronos says brother warrior. 47 Yorktown says howdy to Sci-Fi Sith and to Chronos. Chronos says I kind of smell like I'm dead. Well, maybe you just need a shower, Chronos. Deej says yes, I'm watching and I'm special. Ah, Deej. And LDG with another $2 super chat says, and on another note, warning, member storm incoming. Oh no, god damn it, LDG. I just redid the credits this morning. Now I have to redo the credits again. Ah, damn it. First world problems. I'm kidding. But thank you, LDG. A member storm is incoming. And there you get Kissing Dax. Kissing Dax. The $5 super chat just came through. And it was Kissing Dax. Late, but I'll take it. Late, but I will take it, especially a Kissing Dax. Chrono says Deej is snorting fireball. I hope not. We need Deej to be getting better. Deej needs to get well soon. Deej says hi to Mike. Chrono says, yay, Mamo Pray.
It's a fake.
And LDG, it's a fake. It's a fake. And now 20 gifted, oh my God, 20 gifted memberships. 20 gifted memberships. That is a tremendous amount of memberships. Let's go through the list. Chronos. Admiral Teague. The Tetrarch of Apathy. It's a new name. Jimmy Gould. Jimmy Gould. Joe Lau. Taylor Swift. Greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU. Dan Ben. Rocco the Brave. That's another new name. Mako. Mako I haven't seen in a while, but Mako. Thomas Preston. Another name I haven't seen in a while. Joe Dog. It's a new name to me. The Harper. W5TAH. Also a new name. Super Snake. Also a new name to me. KB. Philip Gaming. John Siopa. Colon JCVMF214. Janet from Another Planet. The Duxon. 1977. Mrs. Dadman Walking. 55. And Bipolar Mad. Kapla guys. Deej, thank you. LDG, thank you so much. I said Deej because Deej had just put in a chat with a bunch of Sisopray avatars. And then Chronos followed it up with a bunch of Mamo Pray So we're still getting the graphics of all the new members as they play. Wow. Wow, 20 members. Thank you, LBG. What did you say, Mama Pray? Did I thank him? Yes, I just said thank you. So thank you, LBG. 20 new members. It's literally what I just said. It's okay. Mama Pray is quite tired today. Last night, we had our first time in a while watching Nephew O'Prey. Sis O'Prey actually went out to have a night with her friends, and we rarely are treated to getting Charlie with just us. And I say that, but the truth is, it is nice to have him here, and it went quite late, and Charlie was not interested in sleeping anytime early, not till his mom got home, and even then, he wasn't very interested in sleeping. So we certainly we took a nap. We napped a little bit before. I'm streaming now, and truth be told, we probably could have napped another 2 to 4 to 6 hours. We could still be napping, and we would probably be okay to still get to sleep at regular time tonight. So yeah, it is what it is, though. We're happy, and we will continue on without the need to snort Fireball. And of course, it jumped. Where are they? Jedi Bill is here. Says, great to see you, to Deej. Kronos is asking about a Tale O' Prey, possibly. Or then yay to Mom O'Prey. Deej is saying hi to Bill. Kronos says, yes, Mom's O'Prey. No, it's not kinky, Kronos. No what pineapple? Sci-Fi Nation says, greetings, Bird O'Prey 5, Mom O'Prey, Sassy O'Prey, and fellow nerds. All hail glorious Karoga, and of course the God Emperor Bird O'Prey. Kapla Sci-Fi Nation. And just a heads up, I believe Sci-Fi Nation has a stream set up for 7 p.m. this evening, guys. Make sure to check it out. Kronos' Deej is probably drooling. Jedi Bill says, we love you, Mom O'Prey. Kronos is woohoo. Deej is nothing. I was Mom O'Prey, says Kronos. Kronos says he was Mom O'Prey. I don't know. Deej says my real name is James. That's right. Kronos says I smell a lie. Deej says there we go. I'm being shut down again. Kronos says pew pew. Positive Candor says the great Googly Moogly. Welcome, Positive Candor. Deej says no one wants me. I'm sure that's not true, Deej. Kronos says hey to Positive Candor. Kronos says Deej likes to show off. Jedi Bill says hello, brother warrior Kronos. Deej says right now I'd rather have a pizza than a woman. Well, funny. You always want what you can't have. Jedi Bill says hello to Positive Candor. And Chrono says no pineapple. That's the question. Would Deej rather pineapple pizza or a woman? Chrono says no Chronos. Sausage, mushrooms, and extra cheese. Mike Richards has roses for Mamo Pray. Oh, thank you. Chronos says, and anchovies. I don't know what pizza Chronos. No, not for Mamo Pray's pizza. Deej says no anchovies. Words and pictures, says Kapla Pray 5. Good to hear you. Good to be here. Good to have you. Words and pictures. Chrono says, yes. LDG is rich. Hey, words. And Mamo Pray is happy. LDG is seemingly like he's doing well. Poor LDG, he had to buy a new computer last night. His primary computer had some issues. He was out. After all that, he had to buy a new computer last night and get it up, so he got it for today. So he's got it working today. John Gill says, hey, I'm in the middle of the countryside, in the middle of the night. Thank you, Kapla, John Gill. Resident German. Now, he's not representative of all Germans, but he's our token German in the chat. Deej says, where's my pizza? Chronos, for some reason, says gay gals. Oh, Kissing Dax. It was Kissing Dax. Yes. And then we got the member storm, which was a great, I don't even know who came up with that, but if that was LDG, that was a good name. Chrono says thank you to LDG. And John Gill hears a lot of cow mooing. You hear a lot of cow mooing. You know who says that? Jedi Bill. Bill says he hears a lot of cows mooing in the Indian reservation across from his place. So, you know, how do I know it's you and Jedi Bill are not the same person? I rarely see you in the same stream at the same time, and only on camera. But who's to say that you're not an AI creation of Bill's, or Bill's not an AI creation of you, or you're not both AI creations of some other AI. Oh my God. Chrono says, it's a steak. Philip Gaming says, hello, Kapla, Philip Gaming, hello. Hope you're doing well. Again, trying to get on the next real Star Trek show, but unfortunately, there is not going to be a new real Star Trek show. Not anytime soon, anyway. Chrono says, that's what I call my junk. LDG at #FreeTheNet says, I knew that would get you in here, Phil. D says, speak his name, and the evil Vulcan appears. Philip says, thanks for the membership to LDG. Jedi Bill says, damn it, LDG. I was going to gift memberships, but I need to update my card info. Oh, well, you guys, no worries. Philip says, hey to Chronos. Chronos says, pew, pew. And he likes his member berry. Your move. Cinnabon Bunny is here. Kapla Cinnabon. Another Another Jim. Sci-Fi Sit Down says hello there to Philip Gaming. Deej says hello to Cinnabon. Sci-Fi Sit Down says hey to Cinnabon. Cronin says Mamo Prey is sweepy, so probably no tail o' prey. Well, probably not, but you never know. You never know. Something might trigger a tail. Deej, he had Charlie working in the basement. Charlie likes going into the basement. Okay, I don't have to send him into the basement. He literally comes here and says, I want to go into the basement. Now, what he sees down there, I'm not going to speculate. But Mamo Prey can confirm. We have to actively work for him to not want to go down in the basement. Like, Mamo Prey, I want to go down in the basement. Like they do a lot of fun things in the basement for some reason. Mike Richards is not the basement. Corona says, I'm a night owl. I don't sleep at regular times. Well, that explains a lot, Kronos. Kronos says, Karoga is pure evil, like New York City. Wow, Kronos. Dan Ben says, hello, Berto Bray 5. Hello, Dan Ben. Kronos says, I picked the wrong day to stop taking heroin. Kronos says, can you have pizza without pineapple on a woman? That would be hot. Can you have a pizza without pineapple on a woman? Kronos. Jedi Bale says hello to Dan Ben. Dan Ben says, I got a gift from LDG. Yes, you were gifted a membership, a monthly membership. So later this month, the second Tuesday of March, whenever that is, will be the members only stream, Dan Ben. Feel free to put that on your calendar. Today is March 1st, so a week from tomorrow, no, a week from 2 weeks. God damn it. The second Tuesday of the month, it'll be March 11th. March 11th. March 4th was the first Tuesday. March 11th, the second Tuesday of the month. Or was this the month where we decided to just have it on the 5th of every month? I forget. Son of a bitch. I'll have to go back and check my notes. But the member stream is coming up later.
Somebody should be able to remind you what you said.
Somebody should be able to remind me what I said. Yeah, I don't remember. We'll figure it out. Probably best to, what's the 5th? What's the 5th this month? Yeah, you know what? It's not going to be the 5th. So it'll probably be the 11th. We'll keep it up for the 11th this month. Maybe next month we'll go to the 5th. Yes, Kronos says that would hurt the gal. Yeah, molten cheese is hot. You can't put hot pizza on a woman. I'm sorry. That's not nice. And even if you wanted to be, that type of person, it's too hot. It's too hot. It's not play hot, like hot wax that, even wax, even though it gets hot, it's not overly hot. Molten cheese, that would be too hot. You don't want to be licking through blisters and shit that come up. That's just nasty. It ruins the pizza. Dan Ben, I don't like peanut butter. Well, Dan Ben, turning in your membership card. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's perfectly okay to not like your membership, to not like peanut butter and still be a member. Chrono says, I don't call them lesbians, gay gals. I get it. I got it, Chronos. It took a second. Chrono says, peanut butter cups are good. Indeed. Substance D, Kapla, Substance D. Good to see you. Dan Ben says, you say an AI that makes an AI. Yes, that's the thing. That's what I'm worried about. The AIs that make AIs. Mike Richards is another great Kurogan conspiracy theory. Kronos says, Deej is an evil Vulcan. Positive Candace with Bird of Prey 5 is starting to sound like LDG. Let's do gaming. LDG. Let's do gaming. Chronos says you need the stash. Chronos says, I like Angry Birds too. Chronos says, don't go into the basement. Horror Movies 101. Go Away is here and a member and got some popcorn. Kapla. Go Away. Chronos says, I would like some popcorn now. Nephew of Prey loves making popcorn. He loves making it in the microwave. And he does it pretty good. I've eaten my fair share of Nephew of Prey popcorn. Dan Ben says, after Discovery, we have List Not in Order, Prodigy Season 2, well, that's a cartoon. Section 31 movie, that's who knows. Star Trek Academy, the next season of Lower Decks, if those things don't get canceled. Chrono says, hey, go. And Dan Ben's got some popcorn now too. It's the spread of the popcorn smell is spreading throughout the chat. Soon everybody will be having popcorn. Cinnabon says, hey to Chronos, Deej, and Sci-Fi. Sith Dan. Chronos says, Bird of Prey 5, do you honestly think that New York City is a good place to live? No, Chronos. I know it's not a good place to live. In fact, Wesley Crusher, our good friend Wesley, who is not here in the chat at the moment, but I guess he's working today. Or he messaged me privately, and he was concerned. He wanted to remind Mamo Frey and I that the truckers are strongly considering not delivering to New York City. Like, food that we need to live. Well, guess what? If the truckers don't drive it here, we're shit out of luck. What are the supermarkets going to do if they ain't got any food coming? So those people that New York politicians don't think matter, they think, oh, we're we don't have to deal with we don't have to deal with the likes of those people because we're rich, entitled New Yorkers, and we don't have to deal with them. Well, guess what, rich, entitled New Yorkers who think your shit don't stink? It takes a whole bunch of truck drivers from states like Florida and Texas to get us our avocado and just our basic OJ for morning breakfast. Okay? And our bread and our meats, and even if you're not a fucking meat person, even if you're a fucking stage 7 vegan, whatever the fuck, you need to get your food brought in from a state that cooks that either cooks the food or grows the food or the animals or whatever, or the soaps or the fake soaps, whatever it is that you use to clean yourself. We need all that stuff brought in, and if you don't get your fucking heads turned right and get everything in order, they're just not going to bring it to us, and we're all going to starve. Now, the rich, they're going to be like, well, fuck, I guess I'll just go to my second house in Colorado or my, summer home in Jackson Hole, and they'll be just fine. But the rest of us, single home New Yorkers who live paycheck to paycheck and don't have anywhere else to go, we're the ones that are going to suffer. And Wesley was very concerned about that. And he's like, you guys should really consider stocking up on extra food and extra supplies. And I told Wes, we don't have any more room to stock up. The whole house is full. The house is full. We have stocked up on extra supplies and extra this and extra that. And somehow we've got lots of extra stuff, but none of what we need, and no room to get any more supplies. So we're fucked. We're fucked. If the drivers stop driving, we're screwed. We're screwed. And yes, do I honestly think New York City? No, New York City is a shit place to live for almost. I agree, but I have nowhere else to go at this point. I don't even know how to leave. I wouldn't even know how to leave. I need to be on the hospital bed that I'm on. So if we tried to leave, I would first need to either buy a second hospital bed or rent one or something, have it in a already condition built, a place that's already got all the furniture where it's going. I'd have to be brought in, and then I don't know how I'd get there. Like, ambulance can only do so much. Would it be ambulance to a plane? If we were going any great distance, I guess it would need to be by plane, and then another ambulance. And I honestly don't know. Like, where would I go? If we go to Arizona, that has the doctors, but it's just ridiculous. I'd be crazy to move to a city that's dead. I would be dead. If power went out for a long term, I would die. Like, why would you move? Why would I move to a place like that? I can't. And anywhere else, it's too far north. And if the power goes out, I would die in the winter. Yeah, I mean, and you go to Florida, and I would probably die from a hurricane because I'm going to have to, eventually, I'm going to have to evacuate from a hurricane if I'm on a coast. And if I'm in the center, like around Orlando or something, I need to have protection from tornado. Dan Bannon says, I've seen some member-only streams before I do look out. Okay, well, yeah, you've been a member before, Dan Ben. Chronos says, are you a commie? I'm not a commie, Chronos. John Gill says, no more streaming while I'm biking to the grocery store. The audio on my phone was horrible. Chronos says, son of a bitch. Chronos says, waves a Garfield. Oh, pray. Thank you, Chronos. Famous bearer, Kapla, says, hello, bird people. Bird of Prey 5, missed the conversation, but great to hear from you. Great to hear from you, famous bearer. And where is that one? Cody Guy is here. Kapla. Cody Guy says, good afternoon. John Gill says, hey to Paul Bearer's brother. Kronos is waxing and waning. Cody Guy says, hey to Kronos. Dan Ben is lolling. Daniel's Hot Topics is only 21 more days to my 3rd birthday. 3rd, says John Gill. Yeah, I think you mean 30th or maybe 30-somethingth, Daniel. John Gill says it's a particular Daniel thing to say. Daniel's Hot Topics is, speaking of peanut butter cups, I got to go to Dollarama and get some. Jedi Bill says, what's the best pizza in Caroga? Well, Jedi Bill, in the Caroga that surrounds me, the best particular pizza that I'm aware of is a place called Pizzarama. Pizzarama. In actual upstate Caroga, there's much less choices. John Gill says 3. John Gill says, this year, I actually get an answer to every question in the universe. I turn 42. Wow. Daniel's Hot Topic says, I hope we get more information on the All Trek letter on this month, especially on my birthday. What's the All Trek letter? Deed says, I'm not totally evil to Kronos. And Kronos says, shut up, Wesley. John Gill says, Deej is like 76.246% evil. Kronos is still evil. John Gill says, it changes with weather and the zodiacs. Kronos says, Deej is like climate change. No, Deej is very real. Okay, climate change is also real, but it's just what's behind the climate change and the very fact that the climate is always changing. It always has been changing, and it always will be changing. Kronos is awesome mother trucks. Truckers. He says, awesome mother truckers. Jedi Bill says, I am not this Jedi guy. I am the AI that's going to take over the world. Wow. Deej says, we should wall off New York City like an Escape from New York. Yeah. Rebuild the tower and then wall us off. Kronos is AI equals Skynet. John Bill says, well, we did wall off a city in Germany once. All it did was attract David Hasselhoff. Yeah, I think it was just a wind bubble, right? Sassy's barking at the door, which made a noise. But I think it was just wind. John Gill says, yeah, we walled off a city. Famous Bear says, I drive a transport truck and one delivery to New York takes a year out of your life. Chronos says, please don't get F in a bad way. Yes, don't get it in a bad way. Mike Richards says, call out the Caroga National Guard. John Gill says, Bird, go to like Australia. The spiders are gigantic, but everything else is fun. No, I'm not moving to Australia. Why? I don't think my voice would keep up with the Australian for too long. Kronos says Canada is pure. No. No, you can't call Canada that. Kronos says, I hate tornadoes. Yeah, I do too. Sean Carter says, Texas, Bird, Texas. I don't know. Texas is another state that seems like it's quite hot. But I don't know. I wish, there was a scenario where I could have been born Texan. It was unlikely, but Mama Prey, when she got pregnant, was working for, I think it was American Airlines, and they offered an option to move her to Texas. But she was married, and so it would mean Dad O'Prey would have had to give up his job and move to Texas. And frankly, I can't imagine that scenario, considering how close Dad O'Prey was with his family, of moving to Texas. But it could have been possible, and then I would have been born a Texan. And I don't know, maybe that's what I should have happened. Maybe had I been born a native Texan, I'd be president of the United States right now, instead of a guy in a hospital bed ranting from a house in New York City. But it is what it is. Just telling them that the possibility that I could have been born a Texan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that was when American Airlines moved their hub from New York to Dallas Fort Worth.
Kronos says Tennessee. No, Kronos. I don't intend to move to Tennessee. Especially Tennessee. There's way too many tornadoes in Tennessee. Kronos says you could be friends with AT&T. Dang kids. Not Banana Rama, Pizza Rama. Kronos says Lowell, upstate Caroga. Melted Copper says, howdy people of Earth, happy weekend. Kapla Melted Copper. John Gill says, oi, Copper. Kronos says, hey. John Gill says, best pizza, Chicago deep dish. False. Kronos would like to eat some deep dish. Well, you might like it, but it's certainly not the best. Deej says, stop saying pizza, I'm starving. Son of a bitch. I'm sorry, Deej. Daniel says, sorry, it did not come out right. I meant my 37th birthday. Congrats, Daniel. 37. Kronos says, Deej is suffering. Welcome to the party, pal. No, I'm sorry. Your move. John Gill says, oh, Daniel, my very young friend. Kronos says, damn keyboard. John Gill says, it's not like you could never even type to begin with, Kronos. It's not like you could ever type to begin with. Sci-Fi Sit Down says hello there to John. John Gill. Chrono says true. Chrono says he's trying his best. Melted Copper says howdy, Mr. Gill. Chronos, Sci-Fi, Danny Boy, and everyone. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Chronos says bird as a Texan. Yeah, I could just try to imagine it in an alternate reality. It's a possibility. John Gill says, I don't know. I'm a quarter Polish. I guess I could have been born Polish, but it turned out how it did. Chrono says, I hear Mom will pray. Bird, Yvette says, Bird, come and live in England. Well, Yvette, I've been to England. Yeah, I have been to London. And I got to say, it wasn't the worst place in the world. It really wasn't. It was as close to, and granted, understand this was 2005. So this is when New York City was about as clean and safe as it had ever been. So it was the closest city I had ever come to, I would say, to being like New York City of 2005 was. So when I say it was like New York City, I mean it as a compliment, not as the derogatory insult as I would say if I meant it now. If I called something like New York City now, it's an insult. If I called it like New York City in 2005, it was a compliment. So, yeah. I just feel I need to point that out for the historical record. So in the future, if somebody reading this chat, like, oh, he meant it as a compliment. No, he meant it as an insult. Well, now you know. What's wrong with Tennessee, Chronos? Well, for one, they've got a Turdistan problem. Chronos is lesser taxes. Well, maybe that might be true. Chronos says England sounds so far away. It is. Mike Richards says Bird could be Salty's next door neighbor. Oh my God. Chronos says that would be funny. John Gill says I was in England in 1998, the USA in 2004. Daniel says, with all these legacy sequels, I heard someone talking to Antonio Banderas about if there was a legacy sequel to Zorro, who would he pass the torch to? And Antonio responded, Tom Holland. I can't see that, says Daniel. Chronos is when the lights go down in the city. ... Is that the beginning of a song? Gorilla's Random Thoughts says tornadoes aren't bad. We just sit in our lawn chairs in the front yard drinking beers, watching. Scotty R37 says Quatloos. Applause, Scotty. Sci-Fi Nation says wrong currency, Scotty. Lol. Scotty says, Chronos, don't sell yourself short. You have a great big throbbing brain. Daniel says, so for the last legacy sequel we will get is Twisters, the legacy sequel to Twister. I am still holding out hope for a Mask sequel with Jim Carrey. They are planning Ace Ventura 3 with Carrey thinking about it. Chrono says, so Robbie. And John Gill says the sequel to Twister should be Twisted Sister. And Daniel says to Scotty, I hope you can hang out with me on my 37th birthday on March 22nd. That's quite a time away, Daniel. Scotty says I couldn't spell Qapla' correctly, so I said Quatlins. Chronos with Bird, you are cheating on the chat. I'm not cheating, Chronos. As you know, Chronos, the rule is if it doesn't have @BirdoPrey5 in it, I don't have to read it. But with that said, let us go ahead and move on to our March holiday. March 1st, we have 42 holidays listed for March 1st. Now, not every one I'm going to read because some of them are gobbledygooky, non-English holidays. But it's National Day of Unplugging. And, I didn't start off with that day. I went with National Peanut Butter Lovers Day because I like my peanut butter. And I am told that quite a few people out there are, in fact, lovers of the peanut butter. But I think unplugging is kind of a big deal. I think I'm getting too addicted to the computer, and I don't know. We should all consider getting some time away from technology. At least I hope you guys do. I mean, for all I know, you only spend a few hours behind the computer or your phone, and for some reason, you honor me by coming here. So thank you if you do. But if you're always on the computer, if you're like me, and I'm trying to find time to listen to more and more YouTube and watch shows and all this stuff, I'm trying to find ways to watch more than one stream at a time while also watching a movie and talking to Mama Pray and taking phone calls all at the same time. And it's too much. You need to back out. I'm forgetting how to have conversations with normal people. That's a good question. Are there normal people? Mama Pray, if you could do the hose. But yeah, I forget to have conversation, how to have conversation. So let's just, if you're somebody who are addicted to technology, consider figuring out how to unplug. Okay, moving on. Dan Ben says, don't unplug Berto Prey. Well, no, don't unplug me. That's a good call. Crow says, peanut butter cups are good. I agree. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, Qapla' Bird, happy Friday. Qapla' Saul Leibowitz, happy Friday. And Crow says, who makes these up again? All type of people make these up, Kronos. Anybody can submit a holiday that gets reviewed, and I imagine pretty much all of them get accepted. It's baby sleep day. Nap time is happy time. Give your baby and yourself a valuable gift by sleeping enough.
Diana must have known that.
Well, he's not a baby anymore. He's her baby. Denim for Dementia Day. On Denim for Dementia, you raise funds for dementia patients by wearing denim. I don't know how that raises money exactly, but it does. Endometriosis Awareness Day. Read on to learn more about this disorder that's characterized by severe chronic pelvic pain. That is not a disease I want to have, but then again, I guess there's never a disease you want to have unless there's a disease categorized by large raging erections that take care of themselves. I'm not aware of any such disease, though I wouldn't mind if it was one found out and then named after me. Oh, the Independence Movement Day, National Ideas Month, International Ideas Month Day, International Marty Zor. I don't know what that is. International Women of Color Day. Of course it is. Oh, hi, Sister.
The fuck?
I
hear LDG's mom is listening.
Oh, yes. LDG's
Hi,
mom.
LDG's mom. Always nice to see moms. I can't hear anything.
No, there's
They-
nobody can speak back. It's one
Okay.
way
You're talking.
today. I'm talking.
Okay. Hi,
People
everybody.
answer in the chat.
Did you say evil ants?
Said people answer in the chat.
I'm tired.
You're tired. Yeah. Why don't you go back to sleep?
Hungry.
You're hungry. Deej is hungry too today. He wants pizza.
I feel like Greek.
You feel like
I
Greek.
I was lucky enough to have crab legs last night, and now I just want more. And there's no
Yeah,
easy
there's
answer to that scenario.
I heard all the Red Lobsters in New York City closed down.
What?
That's what I heard. That's what
I did order from them last week, and
I heard.
It-
They're still open
it
in
wasn't
Long
that
Island.
great. Sad. Where did he go?
LDG goes to a seafood buffet.
There you
I
go.
guess all you can eat
As
food.
long as they crack them. The snow crab legs are such a pain.
No,
I love them, but by the time I'm done, what the hell is monster crab? Uh-oh.
Kronos says,
anyway.
please no twerking.
It was stone crab last night, so it was cold, and it was delicious.
Dan Ben says, Bird, do you like wearing denim? Actually, Dan Ben, I did like wearing denim. Not so much these days because it's hard. It's hard to wear. Not a denim shirt, a denim jacket. Yeah.
Nice.
I like that denim look.
It'll come back again if it's not back already. I don't know.
Kronos is laughy hurdy. Sorry, Kronos. Dan Ben says Star Trek already posted an image of Michael Burnham and Mariner for that. Gorilla's Random Thoughts is, do we get to see Sis O'Prey in a towel today? Probably not. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, I heard from a New York senator that there was a huge erection in January 6th in Washington, D.C. Yes, I heard that too. Kronos says he doesn't have crabs. That's good, Kronos. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, can I send Berto Prey 5's family some Gulf shrimp? I don't think anybody would cook it. Crab smoking weed. What? That's called. Tis a good thing to be laughy hurdy, says Kronos. Good. It's National Black Women in Jazz and the Arts Day. What is this? Because March is National Women's Day, Women's Month. So I guess they decided to put all the women's days on the first. National Daggum That's Good Day. I don't even know. Good food, good company, and good times. Happy National Daggum That's Good Day. National Dress in Blue Day. Wear your favorite blue outfit today to raise awareness about this deadly disease. What deadly disease? It just says National Dress in Blue. There's no talk about disease in the picture. What disease? She doesn't. She's pretty cute. National Dress in Blue Day is observed on the first Friday in March every year. The national holiday was started to raise awareness about the causes of colon cancer and how to prevent it. The color blue symbolizes the colon cancer, like a pink ribbon symbolizes breast cancer. What? No. No, the pink ribbon is a ribbon. The color blue is the color. There have been suggestions to turn the whole of March, and not just the first Friday of the month, blue by promoting colon cancer awareness all month long. This would be akin to National Breast Cancer Awareness Month that takes place every October. Yeah, but March is already Women's History Month. Whatever. Jedi Bill with a $2 super chat says, Kapla, brother warrior, Birdo Pay 5. Hail, Karoga. Kapla, Jedi Bill. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. So it's National Employee Appreciation Day. Sisso Pray, send her employees a small gift. Strong employer-employee relations are at the core of any truly successful business. It's National Fruit Compost
Scanning. Indications
Day.
negative at this time.
And Jedi Bill got eyebrowed axe. It's National. You should have said. Well, I don't know. Well, it's also National Horse Protection Day. So maybe you could have sent them a horse. Oh, Sisso praises every day is horse protection. Let's end the mistreatment of our four-legged friends. Learn more on National Horse Protection Day. Do you remember, Sisso Pray, when we were annoying little high school buggers and my friend Carl would call and we would do, what were those things?
No, I remember.
You recall none of that. Right. Well, I remember one time when he called and I was the one making the calls, the prank calls. And one of the funniest ones I thought was called for horse insurance. I had the 800 number phone book. Yeah, we thought we were going to make prank calls for free. So we were calling 800 numbers. I had the AT&T 800 number phone book. And every day we got to horse insurance. And I thought it was going to be a joke but I says, then does this cover if the horse gets struck by lightning? And the guy was very serious. He's like, oh, yes. And I just like got, somehow I ended up spending $2,000 I didn't have on horse insurance that day. No, I'm kidding. But it was close. It was close. I mean, if I had a credit card, the guy would have sold me horse insurance. I couldn't find a way out. I think I just hung up in a panic. Sean Carter with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Sean Carter. Says it's also Flatulence Awareness Day. Make sure to ride in an elevator, escalator, or just stroll through a supermarket, else and make everyone aware. Thank you, Sean Carter. It's also National Hotel Slipper Day. Look at those slippers. We love hotel slippers. We're just like Bieber. Celebrate with us today. Does Justin Bieber have a song about hotel slippers? I've never heard of it. I tell you, those are not Brie Larson's feet. National March 1st Day. Celebrate a family member's breakthrough achievements and milestones this National March 1st Day. That is a very interesting day name. Oh, it's National Minnesota Day. Or I should say, it's National Minnesota Day. Hey, prepare to celebrate the Star of the North in style and artistic fashion. The Star of the North. National Minnesota Day. 49 states. Ronald Reagan, 49 states, but not Minnesota. It's National Pig Day. National Pig Day. The perfect time to celebrate how much pigs have become part of American culture. National Pig Day. National Speech and Debate Education Day. That is certainly something we need more of. National Texas Stress Day. Honor the Texas Stress Team for their labor and dedication to different industries in the state. Texas Stress. I have no idea what that is. Maybe I would have if I was born there. National Wedding Planning Day. Bring out the binders and catalogs. It's time to start planning that wedding. No thanks. National Welsh Corgi Day. It's a doggy day. It's not as cute as a beagle, but they're close. They're close. Overseas NHS Workers Day, a day to show your love and respect for the overseas healthcare workers in the UK. Why would we need a day in the United States to show respect for healthcare workers in the UK? I mean, sure, they get respect, but why not for mailmen in the UK, or cops in the UK, or whatever. Mail carriers, what the mailmen are just, it's a term that Peace Corps Day. How are there still more days? Oh my God. Peace Corps Day. Let us celebrate the volunteers that have traveled around the world to help different communities. Plan a solo vacation day. Say goodbye to all your FOMO. This plan a solo vacation day. I'll tell you, there's very few things as depressing in life as planning a solo vacation. Because I have done that. Soloed it around Arizona, and as much fun as I had on my solo vacation. You know, one thing that would have made it even more fun? Having someone to go on vacation with. The one thing that would have made it even more fun. Someone to have go on vacation with. Oh my God. Public Risk Management Awareness Day. All professions are equally important. So join us as we celebrate those in public risk management? No, they're not equally important. Right, but I think risk management would be the first to tell you that not all professions are equally important. That would refired, not retired day. Spice up your retirement plan by getting refired and chasing new adventures. Self-Injury Awareness Day. Remind someone close to you who's hurting that they are not alone. Share a Smile Day. A smile keeps the doctor away. A smile a day keeps the doctor away. Share the good news with a smile. But what if there is no good news? St. David's Day. The life and work of the famous teacher and the founder of St. David's Cathedral is celebrated. World Civil Defense Day. Learn the skills you need to take care of yourself and your loved ones in an emergency. World Compliment Day. Vocalize your positive thoughts and watch them light up a room. My God. How is there still more? World Day of Prayer. This World Day of Prayer is truly an international day observed in 170 countries across continents. Yes, pretty much across 6 continents, you could say it. There's no way it's 170 countries and not across most, if not all, except Antarctica. World Seagrass Day. Seagrasses help maintain life and keep the earth healthy. What's Yap Day? I almost thought this was a racist term. Yap Day. Join in and celebrate the colorful culture and traditions of Yap. And finally, the last day for today. Zero discrimination day. Eliminating discrimination means that everyone needs to be on the same page. You know what? I'm not even going to argue it. Fine. Did Bird of Prey 5 pass out? No, Kronos. I was reading. Let's see. How far back? How far back in the chat? Horse meat. No, AOC Day. Jedis have currency. AOC is still around. She is still in Congress. Republic credits. Kronos is nice browse. National Horse Protection Day. Damn, how much did I miss that? Kronos is AOC Day. Dan Benz is in the UK. Some councils budget by cutting the arts budget, so they're not getting money from their council. Hakeem says, I hear horse meat is good. I don't know where you hear that, Hakeem, but it sounds like something you'd hear in France. Scotty says, I must go swimming. Hopefully Scotty get wet. Is a March holiday. Cheers all. Take care, Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty. Kronos is Bird of Prey. I've heard that you're really into AOC. I'm not going to deny it, Kronos. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, I would say we should have a Kissing Dax Day, but then every day should be Kissing Dax Day. I agree. Kronos says, whatever works for you. John Gill says, not her politics, but I have infamous Latina fetish. Sci-Fi Nation says, a horse is a horse. Of course, of course. Indeed. That's what I should have. That's what I should have said. Dan Ben says, a day for hotel slippers. What's next? John Gill says, National Minnesota Day. Kronos says, just don't be an Amber Heard. Kronos says, I can't even spell Minnesota. You did a pretty good job. John Gill says, what are the Federation defense plans for Minnesota? I mean, Minnesota. Minnesota. There are 5 lights, says John Gill. Dan Ben says 2019, Justin Bieber's birthday has officially been declared National Hotel Slipper Day in his honor. Long may the hotel slipper king reign. Interesting. Thank you, Dane. Kronos says, I have 10 little piggies. Oh, boy. Texas Stress Day. Yeah, I'd never heard of it. Hakeem is going to buy some bacon to celebrate Pig Day. Dan Ben says, I've eaten a lot of ham sandwiches since I was a kid. Kronos says, squeal like a little toe. Gorilla says, blame Cinnabon for that. It was him and still all those people who voted for what's-his-face instead of Reagan. Yep. What was his face? Oh, I used to know it. Multi-Gun Man says bird. Apply Multi-Gun Man. Kronos says hey to Multi-Gun Man. Sean Carter says day backwards talk. National also is today. Day backwards talk national is also today. The Multi-Gun Man says, hey Bird, how's it going? It's going okay, Multi-Gun Man. How are you? John Gill says I would always vote for a ray gun if I had the option. I want to say it was McDougal, but I know it wasn't McDougal.
I know.
Solo wasn't a great movie, says Kronos. Kronos says, did Birdo Bray 5 pass out? Multi-Government says, when is National Karogan Day? Oh, wait, that's every day. Absolutely. John Gill says, I don't think I've ever been on vacation on my own, except for going to a Star Trek convention by myself once. No, this was like a legit vacation, like a week, a whole week, all by myself, traveling the Southwest, mostly around Arizona and Las Vegas. Southern California, Southern California to Arizona. It was quite the drive from San Diego to Yuma to Phoenix, then to Tucson, then down up the front of Mount Lemmon, then down the back to where they shot that movie, and well, whatever, and then up north to Sedona and Flagstaff. It was a disaster. What was this? John Gibbs, I don't think I've ever been on vacation of my own, except for going to Star Trek convention. It was a disaster. You don't need to believe in the one Star Trek convention I did go to. I actually had a friend. Dan Ben says, yes, plan a solo vacation. It doesn't say you have to take it. You just enjoy planning it. Kronos' bird is muted. I hope not. Kronos is not my side. The multi-government is the only special days I recognize and celebrate are the ones that my God Emperor Birdo Prey 5 tells me to recognize and celebrate. Well, thank you, multi-government, but you are open to celebrate and recognize any days you wish. If they're important to you, they're important to you. John Gill says, oh, whales, the animals the Enterprise got in Star Trek 4. Kronos says, bird, I can't hear you. I think you can, Kronos. I think you can. Dan Ben says, Welsh people come from Wales. Kronos says, what's on your end? John Gill says, Kronos, that's on your end. John Gill says, Welshie. Kronos says, can I blame my computer? Unmute your browser, Kronos. Thank you, Gil, says Kronos. Bows. Dan Ben says, AOL. Kronos says, wow, bird, I wouldn't ever be into AOC. I'm not that desperate. Dan Ben says, you can get those beef burgers with bacon. Kronos says, my little piggies can wiggle. Good for you, Kronos. Dan Ben says, do you wish you could have gone on that Star Trek cruise? Dan Ben, in effect, that if I could have gone on the cruise, I would be walking, then yes. But to be honest, had I been walking, would I have gone on the cruise? Probably not. Probably. I really don't think I'd be going on cruises at this point in my life if I could. I don't think the cruise industry is, I just don't feel safe on a cruise. Not after how we saw what happened with the pandemic. I couldn't imagine being stuck on a cruise ship on, my own country, unwilling to take me in because I'm at some other port. John Gill says Taylor Swift is a very hideous woman. I honestly, I still don't know who Taylor Swift is by looking at her. Dan Ben says, do you care about the singer Taylor Swift? I do not, Dan Ben. I do not. I mean, I don't hate her. I don't have any reason to like her, though. So she's just any other human being. Corona says, I don't even know her songs. Yeah, I don't know her songs either. She's just a well-known name to me. John says, I talked about with Deej once. I think Katy Perry is good looking. Katy Perry, I do know. I agree Katy Perry is good looking. But I don't know what Taylor Swift looks like. John says it's all bad pop music. I prefer Awaken. Rose says, thank God Deej isn't here. John Gill says the chat makes absolutely no sense right now, and you can hear it in Bird's voice. What are we even talking about? I honestly, I have no idea. Captain Phantom Nerd says, hey to Kronos. Kronos says, I've never been on a ship. I would probably get sick. I was on one cruise. I was 12 years old, and it was fantastic. But at this point in my life, I wouldn't go on a cruise again. I mean, maybe if it was all well planned out. But, okay. So let's go on to Dear Bob. I see Sisso Praise approaching. Let's see. Yes. Okay.
Found a restaurant that looks amazing.
Really?
They look very delicious. And despite looking very delicious and having upscale things like steak and seafood, they also happen to have a $10 cheeseburger that is buy one, get one free. But they don't have cheddar. I anticipated that you would look at this menu and only want the cheeseburger, even though it's a good menu. But the lack of cheddar cheese means the choices are American, mozzarella, Swiss, or Munster. Does that mean you want to look at the menu and go with something else, or should I just get you 2 cheeseburgers, 1 for Sassy or Charlie? It's buy one get one free cheeseburger. I
want the cheeseburger.
You can get anything you like, but you're going to get the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Swiss?
Yeah.
You can't really add.
Wait, was it Munster?
Munster is one. No, yes. Munster?
Yeah, Munster.
Munster. All right. Cheeseburger fries. Munster. All right then.
Thank you.
Carry on.
Medium.
Yeah.
Medium. Done medium. Okay. Okay. Antiderivative Jill says hello, listening and driving. Antiderivative Jill, I hope you're doing well. I saw your accident you were in. I'm assuming you're in a rental. I hope you are doing well. For those of you who don't know, Antiderivative Jill, she was driving. She was in an accident. A woman hit her. So she's okay. She's okay. But her car looked to be badly damaged. So I'll be honest, Jill. when I saw the picture, I was like, I hope she wasn't. I checked the times, but I hope she wasn't texting while driving. But no, I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. John Gill says I turned off Master and Commander on Fight to the USA to watch School of Rock a second time. Kronos could use a burger now. Kronos says, son of a bitch. I could make my own, I just don't have any beef. And hey, Jill, you probably heard of the women driving jokes already, so I'll behave. Kronos says, this is why I don't drive anymore. Okay. Dear Bob. Dear Bob, for you. And a link from the Garfield the movie picture. Memorial Day weekend. I guess it's just a picture of Garfield because they know I like Garfield because there's Garfield on almost all my videos. Thank you, I guess, from whoever sent that. Dear Bob, who does LDG go to when he needs computer help? I don't know if this is a joke or a serious question. I see there's another Dear Bob. I don't know if that's the answer to the joke or just another Dear Bob. If this is serious, well, then we all know LDG goes to Best Buy when he needs computer help. Now I say, you're like, oh, he's going to the Geek Squad, Geek Squad, Geek Squad. And yeah, I made the joke about Geek Squad too. But in truth, I heard him flat out tell them, he asked the woman he needed their best computer person in the store. And she's like, oh, that's Geek Squad. He's like, no, not Geek Squad. He wanted the real best computer person in the store. So, yeah, I don't know. But apparently he does go to Best Buy when he needs serious computer help. And let's face it. He went to Geek Squad. He went to Geek Squad. I'm sorry, LDG. If you go to Best Buy and you ask for your best computer expert, you get Geek Squad. Cody Guy says, or Geek Squad or Linus Tech Tips. Yeah, that's a good question. You see, as if LDG had Linus on some type of like quick dial, that would have been more impressive. Bruno says, I'm a user, still don't know stuff. Okay, let's see. Dear Bob. Okay, that was not the answer to. So I guess that was a serious question. Dear Bob, Emperor Zoltar here. A slurg waddled into my office and said, hey, Zolt, how many humans does it take to screw in a light bulb? I don't know how many. None after the invasion. So I vaporized him. P.S. Trixie sends her love. Emperor Zoltar, it's been a long time since I heard from you. I hope you're doing well. Hope Trixie is doing okay. And Ixnay on the invasion talk, please. Okay, so that's it for the Dear Bobs. Let's take a quick look at the news. If there's anything going on of value. Middle East crisis Biden says U.S. will airdrop aid to Gaza. Only problem is it's going to start landing on the Mexican border. Oh well. Inside the $2 million Queens home with water views where a squatter is living it up. That could be any old house in Queens.
Me again.
Yes, yes.
So I don't want to cheap out on you.
Okay.
That was at the top of the menu, but after scrolling,
Uh-huh.
they have the regular cheeseburger, or they're named after the restaurant cheeseburger, which is a 3/4 pound cheeseburger on a Portuguese roll. No, you want the regular? Okay.
Cheap one.
Would you like any dessert? Toasted almond cake, lemon shower cake, chocolate mousse.
No, I'm sorry. I don't want it.
No. Okay. Goodbye.
Thank you. Netflix Science Adventures, a mind-bending multi-dimensional roller coaster. Star Trek Discovery actor dead at 49. That's 4 days. Oh, that got to be the guy in the wheelchair. We already broke this. Elmo's disturbing Leap Day post is going viral. No, it's not. UK and US accused of obstructing inquiry into 1961 death of UN chief. Who cares? Dune 2 rides to 21 million. U.S. Senate approves bill to avert government shutdown. Sends to Biden. Apple launching a futuristic Siri, Apple help-based artificial intelligence. Great. Yahoo Movies, it didn't pan out. Families experience sour Willy Wonka experience. Carol G. Who the hell is Carol G? Private plane makes emergency landing at Van Nuys Airport. Sydney Sweeney's new SNL promo getting heat for capitalizing on her looks. Whatever. Inverse. 43 years in, the iconic sci-fi franchise is flipping its entire canon. Tron, Aerosol could change the entire premise of Tron. The third Tron movie is flipping the entire franchise on its head. I'll be honest. I just don't care about Tron to read that. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back to the chat. John Gill says the top news in Germany for 2 days was a Hollywood actress wearing a transparent shirt.
It doesn't say C.
Bruno says I'm smart enough not to believe in the news. Andrew Jill says the lady who hit me was asleep. I definitely never text and drive. I've only respond at red light. Of course. I'm so sorry you got hit. John Gill says smart is when you know what parts to believe and what parts not to believe, instead of believing or not believing in things their entirety. Chronos says Jill is awakened. John Gill says, oh my God, who responds to red lights? Jill is definitely not German. Chronos says the sleeper has awakened. Jill was not asleep in the car accident. John Gill says red lights are signs to ignore when you want to speed up. Chronos says there are not 5 lights. Chronos says yay to Tron. John says red means hit the gas. Chronos says both Tron movies rock. Are you kidding me? I'll be honest, Chronos, I've never seen any of the Tron movies. Tron Tron looked weird to me. It wasn't my thing. I don't know how to tell you. But with that, I think we'll call it a stream here. So thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. LDG's mom, if you're still suffering through this, I apologize, but I hope you enjoyed it. LDG, thank you again for being super generous. For everyone else and your super chats, thank you. I appreciate it. And for everyone who came and chatted up, I really appreciate it. It keeps the stream moving, and I know a lot of you just like to hear me talk and read your comments. So happy to do it. Please, if you want to, go ahead and like the stream. It would help, and we'll see how it all goes from here. And Sci-Fi Nation says, take care, everyone. Good stream. And guys, remember, Sci-Fi Nation, I believe, has a stream coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern. So go check it out, and go to the underground at freethenet.org/underground, and you'll find me and other people hanging out there. Kapla all, bird out.